Alrighty, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, buddy.
Feels like we're far apart.
We are far apart.
Got my keys. I'm gonna put them on right down there. Put my keys right on.
I don't like the bun. I've told you this before. I don't fucking like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like that it looks like you shaved and then put Pritt stick all over your face and then just dumped it in some pubes and went, that'll do, right? But we all make mistakes.
I don't like the face there. Quick face the camera. God, I don't like. I don't know what it is. It fucking hurts me. I don't like it.
I think it looks all right. I think it's tight.
It looks fine.
Yeah.
It looks fine. I just don't like it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Thank God your opinion doesn't mean anything.
That's
Can you imagine
true.
if you were important?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
That would be bad.
How are you? We recorded last week, basically. We had George on the show, and within 20 minutes, it was so egregiously cancelable.
Yeah.
Even for us, that we went, this can never see the light of day.
Yeah.
And so
That fucked us, didn't it?
it did. And
That
so
fucked it.
so
Now
yeah.
George is never allowed on the show again.
Yeah.
No, it was honestly more me, if anything, to be honest.
It was
probably
actually,
more
yeah.
me.
It was probably more you,
Yeah.
which is it really says a lot that on a show where George was a host or a guest or whatever, that you were the most
I know.
egregious one.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah, I'm proud of
I'm
it.
proud of it, brother. I'm proud of it, brother.
Yeah.
Well, what is going on in your life?
You know what the biggest thing in my life is? These trousers.
Oh my god.
These trousers.
I gotta tell you, I've known you for what? I mean, we're coming on a year now,
Coming
no?
up to our year anniversary, yeah.
It is a year anniversary, yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
First new piece of clothing I think I've seen you purchase.
Correct.
Did you get these yourself,
Yep.
or was it a little gifty?
No, got them myself.
These you got them
I
yourself?
went with my lady friend, my lovely lady, and I did a show yesterday, and I had like an hour to kill before the next gig, and we were literally in Soho. So I was like, I've been wanting new trousers. I was like, let's go get them. So I had a look through some stuff and picked out something.
And where are they from?
They're from Uniqlo.
I'm partial to a Uniqlo myself.
You know what, dude? I have to say, I mean, I'll show the camera, but like, so.
Let's see them. They look comfortable.
Dude, okay, so here's the thing. Can I go on a thing for a second?
Go for it, man.
So here's the thing, right? So I have worn black skinny jeans every day, other than when I'm like relaxing and I wear trackies or whatever. I've worn black skinny jeans every day for I don't even know how many years. You know me. I like a uniform. I don't like to change it up. I like to not think about it.
You do the black jeans with the Nike hoodie, and that's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
And so basically, recently I've been thinking my jeans are just so tight and uncomfortable. I got some new ones because I had to replace them. And I put them on and they were so tight and just, you know? And I was like, this is horrible. And I was starting to dread wearing them. And I've always fantasized about wearing loose clothing, like loose flowing clothing, like monks or wizards, you know?
You got one pair of semi-baggy trousers from Uniqlo, and now you're comparing yourself to the Dalai Lama. That is hilarious.
Well, it's hey, every journey starts with a single step, right, brother? So, so I got these trousers, and I never, as you said, I never, ever buy new clothes. So I was like, I wanted something that looks, you know, good and is a bit baggier and a bit more loose fitting. I found these, dude, they have a waistband, right? Now what's crazy is they look like jeans, right? They don't feel like jeans. They feel incredible. But I knew that if I wore trackies outside, like on stage or to outside things, I'd just look sloppy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not going to wear trackies out. So I was like, I need something that looks presentable and smart enough to like, I can wear on stage and also go and hang out, but also makes me feel really zen and comfortable. And dude, they have a fucking elastic waistband. They look like jeans.
They do.
And they feel like the best thing in the world.
Smart but functional.
Smart but functional. I came out the changing room and I said to my girl, I was like, what do you think? And she was like, yeah, they look great. And I was like, this feels illegal.
Yeah.
It
feels like you've beat the system.
It feels like I beat the system because to wear smart stuff or look presentable, you must be somewhat uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I was like, this feels like a cheat. This doesn't feel like, I'm like, is this allowed?
Yeah.
I literally asked her that in the shop. I was like, is this allowed? She was like, yeah, it's allowed. I was like, it feels like I'm wearing pajamas a little bit. Like I can't, this is insane.
They do. I know the ones that you've got on. They do feel pajama-ish.
I'm in love. And anytime I buy a new, anytime my uniform changes, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And so it's the same thing when I got this this little black G-Shock. I bought this for £70, fucking, I don't know, 8 years ago maybe. I wear it every day. I love it to bits. My black military jacket that I wear every day.
Yeah.
I fucking bought that for £50 from a military surplus store. That M65 jacket for like, I bought that for £50 like fucking, I don't know, 10 years ago.
I didn't know that was a military jacket.
Yeah. It's got a removable quilted interior, button pockets. It's got a water resistant hood in the neck, in the collar. I love that coat to bits. My old military boots that I used to wear, but then they fucking got too worn out and they stopped making them now. I have to find like a new way.
You used to wear military boots.
Yeah. Well, they were tactical boots. They were like security boots.
What is wrong with you?
They were the best thing ever. They were the best
Brother,
thing ever. They were
brother.
the best thing ever.
Brother.
They were slip resistant. I had like slip resistant grip on them. It was like if it was ever raining, I'd never have to worry about slipping ever. They were comfortable. They were fucking tight.
Did you wear them to your mini golf job?
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
brother.
I did. Hey, you bet I did. You bet I did. I wore them all the time.
So I was like, Ollie, can you go clean up those golf balls? Copy that.
Yeah.
Roger,
You know what's funny? I did actually have a radio with an earpiece as well. I did. So I would go.
That was a whiskey tango. We've got a kid.
A kid. I was about to say a kid being sick on hole 3. I was about to say that.
We've got a situation here for Tango Whiskey Echo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious, man.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking hell.
So I'm thrilled with these.
I like them. They look good.
Thanks,
I'm
buddy.
just pleased to see you in some new clothing.
Yeah.
Your clothes I gotta say, you get your money's worth.
Yeah.
You really do. I mean, you wear those to the bone.
I do.
You do.
The thing is, I have like my, for example, take my winter outfit, right? My long.
Your one outfit.
My long sleeve thermals, right?
Yeah.
I bought like 10 black long sleeve thermals.
Yeah.
I have like 10 black, you know, the long john.
Long
things.
john, yeah. Love a long
and
john.
then that's every day. And then I alternate between the black night hoodie and the blue night hoodie, or the black night trackies and the blue night trackies.
You do.
That's it.
You do.
And then just black jeans.
You are, in a way, very militant. But then in other ways, you're the least militant guy as well. Like you will wear. That's a very military thing to do. I feel like I've got my black and I've got my navy uniform.
Well, it's just I don't like thinking about it.
But then you also wake up at 2 p.m. sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's like you're like the most militant, non-militant
Yeah.
guy of all time.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, you wake up at 2 p.m. and you're like, right, time to put on the uniform.
Gotta get after it.
Yeah.
But this is great, and obviously because I go commando as well, it's so much more comfortable in this than it is in jeans. I mean, jeans is fine, but this is like, dude, I feel like
I said this to you before.
a
Commando
lecture.
in jeans is fucking retarded.
No, it's actually fine.
And also, I gotta say, the other day we was in the green room and George took off.
He got his dick out, yeah.
He pulled him down, and he goes commando as well, and that's your fault.
Yeah.
You did that. To
You know what's
him.
funny?
And you looked at me as if to be like,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Oh, I'm getting them one by one. Dude, yesterday,
Never.
we were in the green room at 21 yesterday. It was me, George, and Connor, and I was showing off my new trousers, and I was like, and they were like, they look sick. And I was like, thank you. They do look, I'm so comfortable. And I was like, especially because I go commando, even breezier. And then Connor was like, huh? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you go commando? And I was like, yeah. And then George went, so do I. And he went, wait, what? Are you guys fucking with me? And I was like, no. And then George was like, yeah, Ollie got me into it. And he was like, first when he told me about it, I was like, oh, fuck off, Ollie.
Yeah.
That's such a fucking Ollie thing to do.
It is.
2 days in, I was like, oh my God, life changing. Like, it's the best thing ever. And then Connor was like, fuck, I might have to try that.
Jesus.
So Connor's
man.
thinking about trying it. I'm going to make sure he does. And then, yeah, eventually we'll get you.
I'm standing strong against the commandos.
Let me ask you this, man. Would you willingly do something that makes your life worse aren't you even curious to see the other side?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
But here's the thing with me as well. And this is my problem with you going commando, right? This is my problem with the whole thing. I know it works.
Right.
It's good for you. It's good for your old testosterone.
Really
right?
good, yeah.
Great for it.
Yeah. My balls are hanging free.
Here's my thing, right? This is my philosophy.
Less pressure and sweat on my dick, you know, it's nice and free.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Letting it hang.
Breathable, yeah.
Getting that oxygen to the Jap's eye.
Yeah.
By the way, Jap's eye is the official, not the official medical term, but the urethra is the official.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty well-known term for the hole in your penis.
Do you think Americans say Jap's eye?
Well,
Your Jap's eye.
do you know? Have you ever put 2 and 2 together? Because I never thought about it. I just thought, oh, it's a Jap's eye.
Oh, you thought it was his own thing? Like it was a thing called a Jap's eye?
I just thought the urethra was the term, the slang term. Jap. Have you put this together though?
As in
Jap's
why
eye.
yeah.
I never thought of that
That's
before.
so funny.
I never thought about that. And then one day I was looking at my Jap's eye and I went, looks a lot like
That's
a Jap's eye.
That's so funny.
It looks like a Jap's eye.
That's so funny.
And I was like, what the
That's
fuck?
so funny. You're just walking around like, that's like taking a shit and being like, oh, did you do a black man's finger? And you're like, hey, did you realize it's called a black man's finger? Because it's a black, it's like,
I know.
I just made that up. Imagine if that was a real thing.
Yeah.
That's quite funny.
We should get it going. But I never thought about it.
People just walking around, I just dropped a black man's finger. Oh, dude.
That's offensive.
Yeah.
It's fucking offensive.
Yeah.
I
A
can't
Jap's
believe.
eye, yeah.
But that is like, that's not like a thing that. I'm waiting for the cancel culture to come at that.
Yeah.
When's that gonna be not allowed?
I think it came and went.
Really?
I think it probably came and then people were like, you shouldn't really, but then everyone went, yeah, I don't know.
But that feels to me
It's
like
quite low level.
that feels to me like one of the that is like pretty well. That's pretty like well known and well used.
Yeah.
Even from people that maybe wouldn't like to use those.
Sure.
terms.
Yeah.
But it's just.
But
that's what
it's
called.
quite innocuous.
Mm.
Like it's not making any like normally I guess I don't know slang or like slurs or whatever will make some sort of like implication of negativity about a particular culture or group. But as in, it's descriptive, but it's not like making a joke about like Asian drivers being like,
Yeah, but even being called, even just calling them a Jap is, I'm pretty sure when, you know,
would you call someone a Scot?
Well, yeah, but now we're getting into a whole can of potatoes here. I don't know even what that means.
George has a whole bit about this that he's been doing, were you there when he did try to? Oh no!
Oh yeah. No,
when it bombed,
it
bombed so hard.
That was the roughest set I've ever seen anyone have.
So
it was
funny.
hilarious. But yeah, but that is a whole thing, isn't it?
Well, I'm wondering, would you call someone a Scot?
Well, I wouldn't. I'd say that's a Scottish guy. I wouldn't be like he's a Scot. But I'm not opposed to it.
Right.
But again, like, okay, so let's go through all the countries.
Okay, American.
a Yank.
I was about to say.
A Yank is fine. A Yank is fine.
Why?
Because I don't know. It just seems okay to me to be like he's a Yank, you Yankee motherfucker. That just seems okay.
Would you say he's an Afghan?
That also seems okay to me for some reason. Yeah. What? There's nothing for an Indian. That's
Indian,
fine.
yeah.
He's an Indian.
The equivalent would have to be like he's an Indie or something like that. Wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean?
An Indian
No,
guy.
because Afghan is half of the word. It's Afghanistan or whatever.
I know that she knows that I'm not going to asking. I'm doing it Indian Indie now. Okay. What about
Indian Indie? I just got that. Okay.
Yeah. It was a great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Okay, an Aussie is fine.
Aussie. Yeah.
An Aussie. He's an Aussie.
He's an Aussie.
Aussie. A Brit.
A Brit. Yeah.
An Englishman.
Yeah, but
There's
I mean,
no
you wouldn't say
Brit is a
English.
Brit. Yeah.
The whole point is it's abbreviatory.
What about
or
like
abbreviation or whatever the word.
What about South America? In South America, is there a Brazil? There's no like Colombian, Brazilian.
No, there isn't.
So, but why? I think Jap is offensive because of like when they were at war, it was like an offensive thing to be like, look at that Jap.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, that's probably where that comes from.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Because of that does seem like.
But like, if you look at Vietnamese, it's like.
Viets.
Yeah, but they don't say Viets isn't the slang one. Gooks is the slang one.
I know. But that's a different thing now. I feel like that's like a slur.
Yeah,
No.
I know. But what I'm saying is, what's interesting. The difference is that Gook is a slur.
Yeah.
But Viet is not a slur. But Viet would be the equivalent of Jap.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Well, they obviously just couldn't think of another word for the Jap, so they just said. Jap rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, but you think racists couldn't figure out anything better than an
I'm sure they
abbreviation?
could, but Jap sounds more offensive than
roll, you know?
like. Look at that Viet. That doesn't sound offensive. Look at that Jap. That sounds offensive.
That does sound. Yeah, but that's interesting though.
It
why
rolls
does that
off the tongue.
But why does it sound?
Let's try and create an offensive one for Australians or something. We've got to go white first of all because we've done too much of the other way.
Of course.
So what's like an effect? Let's try and create the Jap equivalent of an Aussie.
Yeah, but it would be an Oz.
I want to create the M word for the fucking Australians. I want to think of a.
Well, they've already got one and they use it pretty hard. They use it pretty frequently.
That is true.
They are not the most tolerant people.
Oh no. They like that fun.
Yeah. Put simply, they love their racism. They really love it down there. Big fan.
Yeah,
Hey mate, big fan of the old racism.
What is? I fucking love it, mate.
Oh, I tell you what I love, mate. A nice fucking cold one and fucking a little bit of racial hate. G'day, mate. You in the
time,
mood
mate.
for some racial hate?
It passes the time, mate. It really does.
Race.
But
Why don't you say? But I always want to go. I know accents are interesting because they come from different places, and I'm sure mine sounds stupid to someone. But it's like I find it funny that they can go like rice. Like if they're talking about race, they'll go rice. It's like
Rice.
Yeah, but you're saying rice. You're
Yeah.
saying a whole other word.
Yeah, what are you talking about rice for, mate?
Yeah. Anyway, okay, there's my observation.
Okay, okay.
Wait, what was the whole thing you were saying when you started this whole thing? When you were saying the issue I have with you said the thought I have on the trousers, or like I was like,
we went off on the jab.
yeah, I was
on the
like,
jabs.
we went off on the jabs.
No, my fuck, I don't even know what I was saying now.
I was saying like
about...
super breezy, and you're like, I know they're good for testosterone. I know they're this.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
Fucking hell, we're off.
Yeah.
We're off to the races. My thing is, I feel like that stuff, like the going commando or the other that to me is like a supplemental health thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that it's not going to change your whole life.
No.
But if you're doing most of the right stuff, that is like, it's the 80-20 thing. It's like,
yeah.
if you're 80% eating healthy, sleeping right, health nut, then that, like taking supplements like ashwagandha or tonga ali or, tracking your sleep score, whatever. That
is
shit,
extra.
that's when it kicks in.
Yeah.
It's like a couple of my mates, they started taking creatine.
Right.
And creatine is a well-studied supplement for muscle growth and even mental clarity and stuff. But if you're not going to the gym and you're eating like shit and you're not sleeping, then there's no point. You're like, it's not really going to do much. So I'm like, look, the commando thing, cool. But you aren't the healthiest guy in the world.
Well,
so I feel like that's something that you should do when you're already there.
Yeah, but also I disagree because I think, first of all, I'm actually fairly healthy now. Like generally, I'm actually quite healthy. Like today, for example, was pretty indicative. I had 2 chicken breasts. I had 6 eggs. I had some dates, some blueberries, and a bit of rocket. And I feel great. I eat mostly just meat, eggs, and fruit, and then a bit of veg.
But you were doing this when you weren't healthy.
Yeah.
That's my point.
100%. But the second point I was going to make is that I don't do this for health. I do this for comfort. This is for lifestyle.
Okay.
I go commando because it feels incredible.
Feels good.
It feels unbelievable. It feels great on the old Johnson.
Cock.
Yeah, the old Johnson.
I
like Johnson.
Johnson is a good word.
It's got like on your Johnson.
Yeah.
I like that. It sounds fucking cool.
Come here and shake my Johnson.
So I do it for that. The health benefits of the whole testosterone thing and whatever else is a bonus. And also, I don't think I need to. It's like if I don't go to the gym, I'm not going to get the benefit from having my balls being free. I think they're unlinked. I don't think they're really correlated. I think if I do this, my balls are still freed up. You can go to the gym every day and not do it, and then start doing it, and your balls will still be freed up. But I do it mainly just for comfort, just for sheer enjoyment. I see no point in underwear at all. I think it's just literally invented for marketing purposes, just so to find something else to sell.
Really?
I really do. There's no point. I think
that's such a funny conspiracy.
Yeah, well, me
theory.
and George were talking about it yesterday, and George was saying the same thing, and he was like, same with bras. He's like, Big Bra has convinced. I'm like, Big Bra, like Big Pharma.
That's so
He's like,
funny.
Big Bra.
Big Bra.
But I think underwear is literally just. I don't see any reason to wear it. I mean, I'm sure there's certain cases, but I don't think there's any reason.
I could so see you and George standing in like Leicester Square, being like, Big Calvin have fucking poisoned your mind. They're trying to get you to trap your bollocks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google what benefits of underwear.
I've done this. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you know any of them?
Well, it's kind of. To be honest, it depends what articles you read. Sometimes people say there's benefits one way. Sometimes people say there's benefits the other way. There's all sorts of reasons. I feel better about it. I feel like it's...
Have you seen this AI overview on Google?
I have.
I'm loving it.
It's really
fucking
useful.
really break shit down for
Really
me.
useful.
We wear underwear for hygiene, comfort, and protection, acting as a barrier to the skin and outer clothing.
Yeah.
Absorbing sweat and preventing chafing and providing a layer of modesty. See, the modesty thing is bullshit.
The modesty thing's bullshit. Also, the hygiene and comfort and everything, I feel the exact opposite. Because when I don't wear them, I feel more comfortable. The chafing thing, I don't feel or experience at all. Like the first couple of days, you need to get.
Are you talking up your bollocks and shit?
I normally talc. I don't talc. I don't talc super frequently, but if it's like hot, or if I think I'm gonna be doing more walking, whenever I'll talc.
Now, what about in the winter? Are you
Fine.
nuts not getting a bit chilly?
No, because I wear long johns anyway in the winter.
But that is technically a form of underwear.
It is, but long johns are like, because they're connected to it's like one
Leg,
thing. They're connected to the leg, so it's not like they're not cupping my balls. It's just a warm inner layer.
Have you seen the sheath underwear that's on all the podcasts?
I have, yeah.
It's like a military guy invented it, and apparently it's got a pouch for your dick and your balls.
Yeah.
That seems overkill.
I mean, all of it seems over. It's all everyone. I've been realizing more and more recently, like so much of this shit is just fucking grifters. And I'm not even saying grifters in terms of, I'm sure that's nice underwear, but so much of this stuff is because we're in a capitalist society. And I'm not suddenly being anti-capitalist or anything, but I'm just saying one of the consequences of a capitalist society is that we need to consume more. So because we need to consume more, people keep inventing more stuff. And some of it, is useful and that we need. Some of it is like, yeah, I guess it solves a problem. It's not a problem anyone was really that fussed about solving, but I guess, yeah, you've ticked that box,
Yeah.
So it's like underwear, it's like, there's a million different types of underwear. Do we need it? I don't think so, but I have a friend who listens to this podcast, and he wears boxers. So he doesn't wear trunks or anything. He wears like just standard boxer shorts.
Yeah.
And he's like, I feel the same kind of benefit from that as you feel from going commando. He's like, commando feels a bit weird for me. It's not my thing. But I agree about the trunky thing. So he feels the same breeziness from wearing boxer shorts.
See, I like the...
Yeah, but that's what's killing your sperm, man.
I'm having a kid, baby.
Yeah. I'm not saying like you're never gonna be able.
No,
to
I know
breathe.
what you're saying. Yeah, of course it probably does, but it's the same thing they say about like putting your laptop on your lap, innit? It's heat.
Yeah.
A lot of time that is detrimental to your sperm.
I just think generally I try and simplify everything in my life as to strip it down to essentials and what I need. I don't like to need extra stuff, and the idea of underwear, I don't need it.
Fair play.
And I bought loads of it and tried all sorts of different types.
How
of
long
it.
have you been doing this for?
Probably year and a half, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you must have felt weird the first couple of days.
For sure, yeah.
Because walking around with my knob out to me just seems nuts.
Yeah, but again, you said this last time. I'm not walking out with my knob out. I'm walking out with my knob in a layer of clothing.
Yeah, I know, but...
Okay, put it this way. Would you walk into a meeting on stage with topless?
No.
Okay, but you'd walk around in a t-shirt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, your nipples out?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's more the feeling of my penis swinging around.
Yeah, but I need room to swing,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
And I like swinging, and I like all jokes aside, I like swinging. I like the freedom of like my dick feels it feels natural. It feels like my dick's not just in this cage. It's like it's just swinging around. If I move, he's moving with me.
He's moving with me.
Yeah.
I go right, he goes left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I will try it.
I just don't know why you wouldn't.
I honestly like the comfort of having boxers on.
Fair.
It makes me feel secure.
But the thing is, I like the comfort of boxers too and underwear too before I stopped wearing it. Now when I put them back on, I'm like, this feels so suffocating.
The jeans thing though, that can't be comfortable.
Yeah, everyone thinks this about this whole denim thing. And also,
let me get a denim. Let me get jeans now and do this on your arm.
Yeah, but I'm not doing this the whole time. That's not.
But when you're walking,
are you wearing? Unless you're wearing jeans that are like brick fucking up. You're not constantly rubbing your dick against it. Also, I'm not circumcised, so I don't know if it's harder if you're circumcised. I don't know, but from my perspective, yeah, the first like day or two in jeans might feel a bit weird. Other than that, you get so used to it. It doesn't. And I've got like a sensitive dick. But I don't in any way. I've got a sensitive dick. He doesn't like. He always
cries at movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
He cries when he watches the Titanic.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah. But I after the first couple of days, you just get used to it. It's so fine. And after that, it's just awesome.
See, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about it now. You're doing it.
You should think about it.
I don't want to do it.
But the thing is, you don't have to. I'm not saying it's not like you either do it for the rest of your life or you never try it.
Just
it's like try it for a week.
But again, we spoke. This is an older. We're rehashing the old thing. This is the problem Because when they were opening Pandora's box.
Yeah, but not necessarily. There's loads of things where it doesn't mean you're going to end up doing X, Y, Z. Look at George. George is just like you in the sense that he's resistant to my bullshit.
Yeah, but he's not though. He says he is, but he will do anything you say eventually. He will. He will.
He won't do anything I say.
I think we could get him to suck your cock under the right circumstances. I think if the mood was right and we got him on the right day. Here's my thing. Me and George.
Yeah, and you're just like George.
Yeah, no. Me and George share the same. Me and George share the same sentiment, but the difference is George will slowly break over time, and that's because he's allowed you in.
No, but that's because
once
George
you're
is
in,
more
you're like a worm.
That's because
that's deep rooted.
I prefer the term parasite. Okay. No, that's because George is more open-minded than you. No, but here's the thing. Let me land. George is someone where but genuinely, George is he's instinctively and reflexively defensive. So if you try and put something, he goes, "Oh fuck!" That's his first thing.
Instantly,
he does the geezer head back lean. And he goes, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
But George is he's really smart.
Yeah.
So if you pose something to George, even if he goes, "Fuck," you go, "No, but hang on, think it through."
Yeah.
And what do you actually think? And then he goes, "Well, I guess." Oh, I can see the logic to it.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
And then he's open-minded enough to be like, actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's why he'll hate to admit it, but he's like, yeah, no, that underwear thing did change my life. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, George, you suck my dick. It's gonna be good.
It's not
good for your career. Now fuck off. And then, no, but here's the thing. Listen, let me propose it in this way. And then he goes, "Oh, all right, I'll lick the tip." And now we're there. And my thing is, if someone else suggested to me, you know me, I'm all about the optimization and the longevity shit. I just don't want to take it from you.
We crossed swords in the green room yesterday. That was a new one.
Nice.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
in the talk, what happened?
We were in the green room, and then I needed to pee, and he needed to pee, but he got up first, and I was like, "Oh, I really need to pee." And then Connor was like, "Why don't you just use that one?" And I was like, "'Cause it's got shit on the." And he was like, "Why don't you move the shit?" Because it was like stuff on top of it. And I was like, "I can't bother." And then George was like, "Let's just cross swords." And I was like, "Fuck it, yeah."
Nice.
So I just walked in the toilet with him, and then we just both stood there with our dicks out, just crossing streams.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who had the stronger one?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Because
stronger stream. I didn't even think about that.
My thing is this. I have a weird thing in my head where if I hear a guy have a strong stream, I go, "Fat cock." And that's not true, I don't think.
I've never thought about the stream.
Do you know? But like,
it depends.
Have you never been in your? Again, I'm wrong. I know that, but this is just something that I have in my head. You know, like you're at your mate's house or you're at a bar or whatever, and you hear him going to the toilet, and you just hear, you know, when you hear like a powerful stream, like one of those ones.
Yeah.
I always just go, "Fat cock," and I know that's not the case.
Right.
He probably just needed a piss really badly.
Right.
But there's just something to me where, and even me when I'm pissing and I've got a powerful stream, because sometimes you got a powerful stream, sometimes you don't need a piss, it's a dribble.
I just thought of something. I just thought of the fucking, you know, the scene in Between Us Two when they go to Australia.
Yeah, what?
And they're outside the car in the desert and they're like fucking dying.
Oh, and he pisses in his face.
Got Neil to it. And he's he's like, "Don't worry, Neil. At least he tries." And it just goes all over his fucking face.
That is a top tier film.
Great film. Great scene. One of the funniest.
film.
Sometimes basic like slapstick kind of humor like that, where it's just someone pissing on someone's face. It's just so funny, dude.
That film is just riddled with that as well. Like, even when he shits in the fucking down the slide, chasing him. It's the best. He's like, "Poo!" It's the best.
And he goes,
the best.
He turns around.
We need more good comedy films.
We do.
Man. I love a good comedy
man.
movie, and they don't really make good comedy movies anymore.
No, they don't. I love laughing, man.
Do you know what? I watched last night. It was just late, and I just whacked something on Netflix. Have you seen this No Hard Feelings?
No.
It's Jennifer Lawrence. It's like a
Okay.
coming of age comedy movie, and I put it on. I was like, "This is gonna be shit."
Why do you think that?
Because I just, you know.
One sec. Why?
No, you know.
No, I'm putting my mic to you because I don't know. I want to get two mics on you, so because I know why.
I'll be making no comment this time.
Mr. Bay, why did you go into the Jennifer Lawrence movie assuming it was going to be shit?
I'll be making no comment this time. I'll wait for my attorney to advise me on this situation.
Is it anything to do with her gender?
I'm not making any comment.
Mr. Bay, you're stuttering too much. What was the reason you didn't want to enjoy the
She's
Jennifer?
a fucking woman! No. I just thought it was
We got him.
all comedy movies are shit now, so I thought it was going to be shit.
Yeah.
Pretty funny. Pretty good movie.
Okay.
Check it out.
I'll do that, man.
You won't. Why? And why won't you watch it?
Because she's a woman. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I will. I will. No, genuinely, I will watch it. Sell me on it though. What's it about?
Well, okay. Basically, it's like a very. Have you seen Bad Teacher with Cameron Diaz?
No. Well, in fact, actually, as I said that, I actually realized I don't actually want you to explain it because I don't care enough. But but that's good that you watched it.
Okay. I was just saying it was a funny comedy film. I haven't seen a new comedy film that was good in a while. So
nice. Fair enough. Well, that's cool. I was watching some Hobbit videos today, some Hobbit lifestyle videos.
What are you talking about?
So it's called Hobbitcore. So it's like a bit like cottagecore, but with a Lord of the Rings Hobbit twist to it. But the idea is it's like a lot of baking, a lot of foraging, a lot of like clothes that are like the Hobbit, and people living in.
These are the hills that live like this.
Yeah.
And why are you watching this, Ollie?
It's so cozy.
Okay. And you're thinking about it now, right?
I mean, I can't do it because I've got to be in this stupid city, but I do think about it a bit.
You're like 6'2".
I know.
You can't be a hobbit.
No, I don't.
What are you talking about? You're 6'2".
I know, but I don't want to be a hobbit. I can't be a physical hobbit, but I like the idea of just being, in a hobbity. Cocoa.
Just what is You're a grown man, for God's sake.
Yeah, but I don't want to be.
I know.
It's so much more fun to not be a grown man.
I know, but what can we do?
Well, you can still do all the grown man shit. Like I still fucking provide. I still make, great money, and I'm following my passion and all this kind of stuff. So I'm doing all the grown man shit.
Yeah.
I just also love Star Wars and want to cozy up in a hobbit house and live like a hermit. That would be so cool.
You're so like, you have so many contradictions within your own brain, don't you?
Yeah.
Because I'm a bit like that, but you're so extreme.
Yeah.
Like you want to live in a cozy hobbit house.
Yeah. Do you know?
But then you also want to be a superstar comedian. They don't connect those two things.
Yeah. I mean, the superstar comedian bit,
Really? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it, folks. It's been fun.
No, I don't know. It's not that it's not that. It's just, I don't know. The superstar bit, I'm less fussed about that. I don't know.
I want to be a successful comedian.
I want to be a successful comedian. Yeah, but I want to do comedy. I want to do comedy because I enjoy it. Whereas I think when I started it, I wanted to do it because I enjoyed it and wanted to be famous because I was desperate to be famous.
Yeah.
And I'd always been desperate to be famous.
I get that.
And now I'm actually less fussed about being famous. I really don't care, to be honest.
You just want to be a little hobbit boy.
I want to be a little hobbit boy, Jedi wizard, I want to be a wizard. I want to be a Jedi.
I tell you what, I know we'll solve all of your problems when real good, like, VR.
No, because it's not that.
Because you can just sit in your room and eat your Dominoes and live in your hobbit house and do spells and fucking suck Yoda off or whatever. And you'll be happy as a pig in shit.
I wouldn't be, because it's not about the VR thing. It's about the actual, it's about the reality of it, I don't know.
VR has reality in it.
No, but it's not.
It's called virtual reality.
No, but it's not
that. Will be. I could see you being a guy sitting in your room on VR and just being a Jedi master and just eating shit.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to be a Jedi master in a game.
You want to be one in real life.
I want to be one in real life. Yeah. But also, when I say Jedi master, I don't mean in a made up stupid way. I mean in terms of things like
the lifestyle, the discipline.
Not yet.
The peace.
The peace is getting to me recently. The peace is getting to me. You know what I did today? Have some water.
Yeah. Great time in there, mate. Do you know what I did today? Yeah. What did you do today, man? You got a fat bogey hanging out your nose right now.
Do I actually?
You do.
Get out. This one?
Yeah.
Or this one? This one?
It's gone. You flicked it out. Wait, you lift your head? It's gone.
Where the fuck?
Flicked out. It wasn't even that fat. I just did that for dramatic effect.
I was going to say, because I didn't even feel anything.
You went like that.
Touch it.
It was in a little dry hanger.
Oh, that's fucked. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is that it there? That's it there? There we go. We found it. We got to the bottom of it, guys. Just flicked it on my floor. No worries. That's all right. No worries,
well, you fucking made a thing of it. I don't even know how that got there. Anyway, Earlier
So
today,
what?
earlier today, I packed my bag obviously before I came here, and I took it to my girl's place, and I dropped it off, and I said to her, I was like, I brought 2 things, and I was like, this would be really cool. I was like, number 1, I brought my copy of The Hobbit. It was actually my dad's copy. I was like, I want to read this later. I want to because I haven't read it in like 20 years. So I'm like, I want to read The Hobbit. But number 2, I brought one of my dad's pipes, and I said tomorrow, because it's my day off, I was like, why don't we go to like a tobacconist and see if we can pick out some like pipe tobacco, and then I'll see if I can try and smoke a pipe for the first time.
So you're gonna be sitting there.
Yeah.
Have you got a gown, a dressing, a robe?
No, but look at my trousers, dude. Have you seen
I
my,
know,
have
but
you
you
seen my
need a
trousers?
robe in a.
No, but a robe is for the like the evening.
Okay.
You know, I like what. Look, here's the thing. I'll be so real with you, Ash. All right, I'll be so real with you.
Okay.
Here's the deal.
That creeped me out. You just said my name.
I know.
We never do that.
I
That made me
know.
feel weird.
Here's the deal, Ashley. Right?
Yeah.
When I'm older, like an old man.
Not far, right? But yeah, go on.
No, quite far.
No.
Super far.
Okay.
And I'm talking like when I'm in my like 70s, 80s, whatever.
Yeah.
and I mean this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be wearing wizard robes, right? I'm gonna have a long beard. I'm gonna have long grey hair and a long beard, and I'm gonna wear wizard robes. I'm gonna read dusty books.
Okay.
And I'm gonna smoke a long ass pipe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But for now, I can't really be doing the robe beard thing because I have a career and I have things I have to do and I have to be more in the world, so I can't do that.
You can't be an outcast.
Can't be an outcast. But what I can do, I can compromise by being an eccentric. I can be an eccentric.
Yeah.
I'd be happy being an eccentric. So if I like smoking a pipe, and the thing is, I don't any of these. I just like trying stuff. So whether it's like same with the Commando thing or the pipe thing, I just like poking and twisting and feeling and smelling and trying.
You do, yeah.
The world.
You're curious.
So I'm not doing any of this shit to like be quirky. I just like exploring, and if I see something I like, I'll be like, oh, I'll put that in my roster.
But you do also. You won't admit this, but I know you do like the quirkiness a little bit. Deep down, you do. You won't admit it, but you enjoy. And me and George you enjoy just being a bit different. You love it. You do. And I know you'll be like, no, I don't.
Well, yeah, but I think everyone deep down enjoys being a bit different.
Yeah, but
everyone enjoys having a sense of individualism on some level.
100%, but you fucking love it, you know? Like, deep down, you go, oh, I'm smoking a pipe because I'm different. And this is what you'll do. You'll start smoking a pipe and you go, still smoking cigarettes, huh? That's what you'll do. That's the kind of shit that you do, and I can't wait to see it. Because I know what's going to you're going to smoke the pipe, you're going to go, I fucking, bro, loves this guy. That's what you'll do. And then, you know what, I'm going to wager a bet, and let's check in a few months. Right?
I'm sorry, before you say whatever you're going to say, that thing, still smoking cigarettes. That's so funny.
You.
That's so funny.
That's you. It's like it's the same. It's the same when you did the mushrooms the one
I
time.
know, I thought you were going to bring that up.
And you went, nah, man, don't smoke anymore. How long's that been? About 6 hours. And I was like, this is you to a T. You'll get on the pipe, and then 2 months from now, I'll go, what happened to the pipe? You go, nah, I don't like it anymore. Because you bounce from thing to thing, and that's your thing.
I do bounce from thing to thing. I have
do.
no issue accepting that.
Yeah.
I do. But that's the nature of trying stuff.
Yeah, I love it, by the way. You're like a retarded yes man. That's what you are.
You know
you're
what?
like, you're just always doing new stuff.
I watched Yes Man last night.
Love that film.
One of my favorite films.
Great
I've seen it, I don't know how many times.
Step up off that ledge, my friend.
Yeah, so good.
film.
I got blisters on my fingers.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Isn't that when he's doing the Korean? This is one of the best lines in the film ever. He's doing the Korean lessons, and someone goes, "Hotogo," and he goes, "What did you just call me?" It's a great line.
What did you just call me?
That's a great line.
Yeah.
Great line.
Great line, great film.
Great film.
Love Jim Carrey.
But that's you. You're like him, but just spectrumized a little bit.
Yeah, I just like, hey, do you want to do this? Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
And then there's some things like he realizes in the film, not to spoil the philosophical message of the film, But as he realizes, you know, you can say yes to everything, but actually you do that to get yourself out of the funk of saying no to everything.
Yeah.
Once you're no longer saying no to everything, then you only should say yes to the things that you want to do and try to be open.
Yeah.
So there are things that I know that I don't really enjoy that I won't do.
Yeah. Like, you know, getting in shape, right?
No, I'm actually getting in decent shape.
Stop being a fat shit.
I mean, do you think I'm actually fat? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
Actually, I need to ask you, how's the fitness journey?
You know
going?
what's weird? I look in the mirror and I go, wow, I look better. Even George was like, you've lost weight and you've lost weight in your face. And I was like, oh, cheers. He's like, yeah, your stomach's gone down. I'm like, yeah. So, like, George is my wife.
Yeah.
But
you look great, honey. You look great.
I feel better. I look in the mirror and I go, oh, I think I look,
now
look better.
You've been doing your push-ups?
Yep. Squats. Yep.
How many?
Varies by the day. It's more about building the consistency. Yesterday was the first day I didn't do it. But other than that, I've done it every day. I don't know. It depends. Sometimes I do, like, it's not much, like 15 push-ups or something, and maybe like 30 squats. 30,
so you're feeling good?
Squats. Yeah, I'm feeling really good. And I feel better, and I've been eating super clean pretty much. So I feel really good. Although what's weird is I weighed myself the other night, and I still weigh 87, which is really weird. So... But I'm not that fussed, but because I look at myself and I'm like, oh, I look better.
Yeah.
So I'm not that fussed about it, but it was interesting. So yeah, I'm not against getting in shape, but I just there's things that I don't like to do, or I just get bored by, so I just won't do them. And time is limited anyway, and I've got a pretty limiting schedule. So if there's something interesting that I want to do, it's like on my birthday when I turned 30, I was like, what do I want to do? And my girl was like, yeah, it's your day. There's no expectation. What do you want to do today? And I was like, I want to shoot a gun.
Yeah.
And then we're like, all right, let's find a way you can shoot a gun.
Yeah.
I just like doing stuff like that.
And then you never shot a gun again.
Well, yeah, but also it's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true.
But also, it's not even that. It's like, yeah, but you don't.
You like to have a little pick at things.
I like to taste. Yeah, I like to taste. I like to try stuff. And there's some things I would do more often, but some things are a bit harder to do or easier to do, whatever it is. But it's like the thing with the pipe thing. I was like, you know what? I've got my dad's pipe collection. I've got all of his pipes, and I was like, I've never smoked a pipe, and I've always been curious about it. So I was like, fuck it.
That's gonna be strong.
Got a day off tomorrow. Well, you don't inhale it.
That's gonna be a.
I was like, got a day off tomorrow. Let's go to a tobacconist and learn a little bit about different types of pipe tobacco because I like learning about it.
Where is even a tobacconist? Is there a tobacconist?
They're normally in like West London or Central London or whatever.
Okay.
In the city, but
yeah, I'm thinking like fucking Spitalfields or something.
Yeah, probably around there.
Yeah.
There's a couple around like maybe Bank, Moorgate.
That kind
of area.
That
but yeah, I've looked into pipe tobaccos before and pipe smoking before and find it very interesting. And so dude, you know what I really enjoy? I love watching videos of people smoking pipes. Oh, dude, there's a video I saw of this guy. He's like, I think he's like a South African guy. And he put out this video of him smoking a pipe, and it's kind of like ASMR. Do you want to see what I was watching on the way here?
Go on, let's see this. Wizards, the costumes of Middle Earth.
Yeah. But I love it, dude. But there was this guy. Yeah,
It's not.
I love. Like, I would love to. We should at some point go through our YouTube history.
Because you'll hate mine.
It's probably just UFC and tits or something, isn't it?
It's not. Yeah, tits. No, it's. You'll just be like, oh, of course. Mine is. Tell me.
See, this is the kind of shit I watch. There's this guy called Malcolm Guite, and he's like an old English guy, and he just sits in his little study in his house.
1.5 million views. That's insane.
And it's literally an old guy who's dressed like he's just wearing a waistcoat and a shirt.
That's what you want to be.
He's like a granddad. Yeah, he's got a big beard. He's just silver, and he's got a cute little voice, and he just talks about his pipes.
Yeah.
And he sits and smokes it, and then he reads poetry, and he talks about beer and stuff. Like, I'll put a bit of his voice to the microphone.
You know, we were made by a triune poet and Trinity. So he said, I'm going to make a three-sided shank there. And then he said, I know you like ancient things and things that survive. So this is a piece of, surviving, if you like, woolly mammoth tusk that he's obviously got hold of somewhere, that he's made this ivory part with here.
And so he's just describing this pipe that someone has made for him.
He's very wholesome. I can't wait to see his rape scandal, to be honest. That's going to be a lot of fun. Shut up, Malcolm, man.
He's the sweetest. He's the sweetest man.
That's comedic timing right there, people.
Oh,
that's it.
man.
Lock it in. This is a good.
I'm
show.
trying to find.
Yeah,
See,
I
it's
like
just
it.
look. It's just old white guys talking about.
See, I don't like this guy though. This guy I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm just in the process of cleaning a pipe ready for smoke.
Nah, don't like this guy. The other guy I
The other
like.
guy's got very granddad vibes. The other guy.
He's noncy. This guy's trying to be cool. This is
Right.
what if you do it.
No.
this is what you look
That's
like.
no. How
Yeah.
dare you?
No, 'cause you're
He's
like
got
a-
a flat cap, a corduroy flat cap, and glasses. How dare you?
Yeah, but
say
you're
that to me?
like a young guy trying to do the like.
Yeah, but I'm not a hipster.
rustic thing.
I'm not.
though.
I do. I don't mind a bit
you're-
rustic.
yeah, I'm trying to
I
be
don't mind a bit
rustic, that's what I'm
rustic.
saying.
I don't mind a bit of rustic.
Oh fuck that
I
guy.
could binge these fucking.
That
videos.
looks like fucking Prince Harry and William's like extra brother that
Right,
just
right,
no one
right.
likes.
First firing of a new pipe. But I'm trying to find this guy. There was a guy.
Oh fuck me! What's that? An 18-inch one? Why have you
Well,
got
no,
a
no,
dildo
no,
one?
That's Adam Savage. He makes like stuff.
Gandalf's pipe.
Yeah,
And
he
by the
makes
way,
stuff from-
this is a 26-minute video,
yeah.
and you've watched the whole thing. I can see the little bar at the bottom, and he's watched the whole thing. I did the drum bass. Watched the whole
you
thing.
did.
This
I
guy.
thought that's what you were doing.
watched
But
the
no,
whole
he
thing.
makes stuff from movies and TV shows. So this is Gandalf's pipe. So he wanted to make Gandalf's pipe. This is Adam Savage. He's like.
Let
If you're not on, racism and football YouTube, you'll know who Adam Savage is.
Mine is very different. I got roast beef recipe, bad friends podcast, nameless podcast.
Yeah.
Get in there, boys. Football shit, UFC shit. It's very different. We're living different lives here. We're on different phone addictions.
But there's a guy. I want to find it because.
I am just while you're finding this shit. I remember we spoke about the phone addiction thing was fucking us up.
Yes.
I downloaded that Opal thing.
Oh yeah.
Screen time's down, baby.
Nice.
Screen time.
So what
is
does
down.
it come up when you open Instagram or whatever now?
It won't let me do it. I can
Yeah.
click on like leave early, but basically I've set a rule where it's like until I get home and I've done what I need to do, I keep the lock on.
Right.
So let me actually see what my screen time is looking like. It's definitely still bad. I know that, but it's definitely down a lot. Because remember I told you I had a day where it was like 16 hours
Yes,
screen
it was.
time,
It was
which is
awful.
crazy.
Where is this guy?
All right, so I'm sitting at 9 hours this week.
Post Malone smokes 50 cigarettes a day. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's nuts.
9 hours for this week. Okay, that's crazy. I wonder what I'm at. Let me see my screen time. Here we go. Screen time. So is it what daily average you're talking?
4 hours, yeah.
hours, yeah.
Jesus, I need to sort my shit out, man.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. I wonder what most of that stuff is. See all that
click
and
on it,
websites.
so-
Yeah, see
Safari,
Safari.
that's
That's YouTube. YouTube 50 minutes, but I don't have YouTube. But that
What's
probably
Brave?
my browser.
Oh, okay.
It's
Waze.
just sat nav, so that doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Instagram,
15
15 minutes
15
this week.
minutes.
That's great.
No, that's today.
Today.
15 minutes. Yeah.
What's your weekly average, though?
How do you see?
Is this
Oh
not the
yeah, here we
weekly
go.
average?
Weekly.
Yeah, here we go.
Daily average 4 hours 17. Weekly Instagram 2 hours and 9 minutes.
I don't know. I don't want to look at mine. Honestly, Instagram's been fucking me recently, man.
But you know what? See how it says here? Most use Safari.
Oh, God, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. YouTube, 18 hours
for the week.
for the week.
That's actually. I mean, mine's 9 hours. Or no, mine's 8 hours.
Instagram, 9 hours.
Wow,
That's bad.
that's pretty bad. Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Google Maps, 7 hours. WhatsApp, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Jesus, that's bad.
Yeah. Did you
Fuck,
get
man.
my text the other day about moving to Signal?
No.
Maybe I didn't say it to you. I feel like I sent it to all my friends though. I feel like I sent that to you. Maybe I didn't. I guess I didn't. Okay.
Oh, I'm out of the inner circle.
No, I think it's probably because I thought I'd see you in person, I guess. But I was going to say it to everyone. But
What is this?
Signal's basically an open source messaging app it's like WhatsApp, but it's fully open source and its privacy is like next level. It doesn't collect any data. It's fully end-to-end encrypted, and it's not owned by Facebook, which is a big one. But yeah, so I just basically messaged a bunch of my friends and I was like, fucking, if you want to reach me, message me on Signal.
You're off WhatsApp now.
I'm not off WhatsApp. So like my main group of friends that I see, as in not my comedy friends, I have like my main group with a Catan crew. So shout out the Catan crew.
Why the Catan?
Because we play Catan, Settlers of Catan.
And Settlers of Catan.
It's a board game. But we've been playing it for years, and so with the Catan crew.
The Catan crew.
Catan crew, yeah.
It's a miracle that you don't suck cock. Honestly, I'm like every time you speak to me, I'm like, it's crazy that you don't get fucked in your ass by men. So,
So the Catan crew, they're like my best friends.
Yeah,
that's my main group. And so basically, so other than them, I messaged my other friends, like a couple of random one-off friends I have, or my, a couple of comedy friends or whatever. I didn't message my Catan crew because we have the group chat on WhatsApp, and I feel like I don't think I'd be able to convince the group to move to Signal, because I think they'd make the argument that it's not worth the switch for whatever reason. So I didn't try. But actually, they do listen to the podcast, or at least two of them do. Orson and Dan do. So Orson and Dan, if you're listening, if you're down to move the crew to Signal, I'd be very, very down.
Now, I got and this is going to piss me off, by the way. Tell me about this Catan shit, or whatever it is. I just break, because it's going to annoy me.
Why? It's one of the biggest board games in the world. It's one of the most best-selling games of all time.
Listen. All right?
What? Because it's not Football Manager, you fucking loser.
I don't play Football Manager.
You fucking loser. You fucking caveman. What's that? There's thinking involved, you fucking gay boy.
Right.
Oh, well, let me control Sven-Goran Eriksson and make sure he knows where to put Steven Gerrard.
You fucking wanker. You fucking loser.
Football references.
I know. They're all 10 years old. Yeah, they're all 10 years old. Because I don't watch men run around and kick stuff. Yeah.
He died.
Yeah, I know.
That's so funny.
Boo-hoo, right?
Oh, God. And you know what?
Oh, no, the Icelandic guy got replaced by another Icelandic guy. Don't worry, guys. We've still got an Icelandic guy running stuff.
Icelandic.
Oh, no, that African guy got bought for the other African guy. Oh, no. That Liverpool guy got bought for that Liverpool guy.
Wait. Say what you just said again.
What?
The second one.
That African guy got bought for that other African guy. Yeah. What?
You're not talking about football anymore.
Yeah, I am. What are you talking about?
I'm hearing something different now.
Oh, what are you hearing?
I'm hearing slavery.
Whoa, that's kind of racist.
That's where your head you just said it.
Well, no, I'm talking about international players being purchased from an elite football team. But so clearly, when I say African players being bought for other African players.
You didn't say players.
You think about it as you go straight to slavery.
No, you didn't
now
say
that's
players.
pretty far out, man.
You didn't
that's
say players.
pretty wild.
This is what you said.
I was
you
talking
said,
about football, and you had to bring slavery into it.
Said,
can we step out of the 1800s? Is that okay? Africans can play football with us now. All right. I'm fine with that. I don't even watch football, and I'm fine with it. Can you be fine with it?
Africans.
I'm not even in the hole, buddy.
Now.
I'm looking down in the hole, and you're in it, right? I'm standing above the hole, going hello, hello, and you're going help, help. I'm racist. That's what you're
I'm
doing.
in a helicopter above you. I'm looking down. Hey, brother, grab the ladder, brother. I'm up there. I'm over here.
And I'm going, Ashley, and you're like, what? And you look up, and I'm the voice of God. I'm in the sky because I'm that much not in the hole. And I'm going, Ashley, the guy on the ground is a decoy. You're actually way deeper in the hole than me. Let me raise you up with the hand of God, which is actually a football reference. Diego Maradona, you probably wouldn't know. Because, actually you would, because he's not a black footballer, so you probably would, right? So for you, you'd probably be fine with that.
Oh, my God.
I'll help you out. Thierry Henry, all right? Saka, he's a recent one, you know.
Love
so,
him.
you know, he
Love
plays
him
for
all.
Arsenal.
Hey, some of my favorites. Some of my faves.
What? Some of your faves?
Favorite players.
What?
Saka and Thierry Henry.
Okay.
Love them.
Good.
Love them.
Good.
Two black Arsenal legends.
Yes,
okay?
they are. And Arsenal's the best team.
Legends, brother.
Hey, Arsenal's the best team.
I stand with you you, Bukayo Saka. I'm with you, brother.
Okay, well, let's not make it all Black Panther. But,
Oh god, that was fun.
That
You
was
got
fun.
me with the God one. I thought I had
I
you, and
know.
you got me, and I was like, "What's above God?
Nothing. Nothing's
the
above
Lord.
God.
Nothing's above our Lord and Savior.
Nothing's above our Lord.
Nothing. But
So,
Catan.
yes.
And I will say this, by the way, neither of us are wrong, because in your eyes I'm gay for liking football,
Yeah.
and in my eyes you're gay for liking Catan.
The difference is I'm more right, but yeah.
well.
Okay, let's weigh it down, right? You're
okay.
You're saying I'm gay because I play a strategy-based board game with my friends.
Yeah.
So we sit there, we use our intellect.
Now, does it involve elves?
No.
Does it involve hobbits or orcs or any shit like that? Huh? Come on, baby. I know it does, right? Does it involve any kind of bow and arrow or potions or magic?
There's a couple of actually no, there's not that many. It's more of a building game. You build cities and towns and things like that.
Yeah, and who lives in these cities and towns?
No one.
Is there any wizards? Huh?
You know what? There aren't, but what if there fucking was? What if there was a wizard?
Fucking wizards are gay, everyone.
Yeah, okay, so we play a strategy game where we use our intellect and our wit, our keen wit, to try to outmaneuver and out-strategize the opponent. What do? Hey boys, hit the showers, right? Hey boys, put some shorts on and run around for me, right?
Well, and again,
That's fine. You're gay, and that's fine.
And this is what I said. Neither of us are wrong here. We're both right.
Right. Because strategy is just as gay as athletic men in shorts.
Let me flip it.
They're the same.
Let me flip it.
Yeah.
Let me flip it. I'm talking about the endeavor, the physical endeavor,
Right.
the athlete,
Man,
the
getting together,
the gladiator,
oiled up,
that
tackling each other.
I let you finish about the wizards. Let me.
I'm hurt.
Let me land.
Oh, I tripped. I'm hurt.
The physical
Paid
endeavor.
43 million quid, but I'm hurt.
The gladiator in the arena, the man
gladiator.
trying to conquer
The gladiator.
the world,
Oh yeah, the gladiator
becoming-
sponsored by Umbro. Yeah, wow, what a gladiator.
becoming a
Yeah.
world champion. And we're talking about men
Kicking
physically-
balls.
physically-
You're talking about men and balls, baby.
physically pushing themselves. These athletes are in the best shape of anyone in the world.
Yeah.
These are physical specimens.
Yeah, and these are and
Conquering
the people
the
that play this
world.
game are mental specimens.
Yeah.
They let
you're right,
they
yeah.
let the soldiers
Yeah.
do the running and
Yeah,
kicking.
no, 100%.
They
You're
plan
right.
out.
Yeah, you're 100%. You're right. You guys are the mental ones,
Yeah.
and that's why you all sit there together.
Yeah.
And all of your boys, they probably don't get pussy, right? And that's fine. And it's fine. Yeah. I know you do because you're the.
Hey, all the friends I play with, they're in relationships. All of them.
Yeah.
One of them's married.
I know, and they're in relationships with each other, and that's fine, and it's great, and I
They're
love
not
it.
with each other,
And they
dude.
are, because what you do is you go, oh, my orc got killed by the saber tooth. Oh, that's what you do, and it's fine. I love it. I love that that works for you.
Yeah, the thing is, no, that's fine. And that's really, you know what? That's so fine. That's so fine. Because you know what? We do play our game.
Yeah.
And you know what? All my friends, they're in happy relationships
Yeah.
with women. Not that it
Yeah.
matters, because we're
Yeah.
actually okay with that,
Yeah,
because
who
we're
cares?
progressive.
Yeah, who cares?
We're
Yeah.
progressive,
Yeah.
and we're actually forward thinking, right? But I know
Yeah.
in your world, it's still cool to be homophobic, and that's fine. But if you're playing that game, it's fine, because obviously, that's a big issue for you, because you guys, you get in the shower, you shake each other off, and you go, hey, good game today, John. Yeah, smack him on the ass, slip a finger in. Who knows what you guys do, because you're in the change rooms naked, soaping each other up, right? But you're fine with that. We're fine with that because we're not homophobic. But for you, you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty. Oh fuck, yeah.
boys being boys.
Good job, John. Oh,
it's just boys being
it's
boys.
just boys being boys.
Just
That's
lads.
what- It's just lads.
being
Lads bum
lads.
each other. That's what they do. So that's fair enough. So, hey, and you know what you probably say? You probably get down there, you get bummed, you got another one right in your mouth, and you go, hey, the Spartans did it. And that's what that's what you do. And that's what you do. If it's good enough for the Greeks,
That's it. That's it, brother.
Point is, this is very off topic. We're talking about Catan.
Yeah.
And I was saying how
Don't try and get back to this point. We've just gone on a whole. We're in a new world now.
Yeah.
We're in the world of Catan.
Yeah.
And I want to know what it is. What is it?
Well, it's a game where basically
Are there orcs in the
No!
game? What is it? What are you building?
you build roads, you build settlements, you build cities.
Yeah.
and-
Is someone in the playing a flute in the corner?
No, they could be. It would be great
Yeah,
if they did. Actually,
yeah.
we should start incorporating that.
Yeah. Oh, picture you in a room playing a board game with your mates and you hire some little fat geezer to start playing the flute. like it's not like the game in Big Bang Theory where he'll turn over the card and be like, you turn left and you meet a dragon in the road or whatever.
No,
it's not this shit.
that's Dungeons and Dragons.
See, that's
Although
what I'm picturing.
we've talked about starting up a D&D game too.
Yeah.
Because I really want to play Dungeons and Dragons because
Yeah,
it's
I bet.
so awesome.
I bet you can smoke your pipe and wear your
Oh,
robe.
I'd
and-
smoke my pipe and wear my robe for sure. I'd want to be a mage probably. But anyway, or a rogue assassin. But anyway, the point is, like a high elf assassin, or a high elf mage. That could be pretty cool. Anyway, the point is, it's just you build cities, you win victory points, and then whoever has the most, whoever gets 10 victory points first wins, and it's like a strategy thing.
And how long does this game take?
A couple of hours can take a couple of hours.
Doing an interval in between? What's the vibe?
No, not really. You don't do an interval. You just kind of play straight through. But
Okay.
there's a lot of trading involved. So it's like if you trade me a sheep,
I'll
give you-
take 3 cotton stalks for a
Well, actually, yeah.
wimble.
Well,
or whatever.
it'll be like, hey, I'll give you 3 wood for a sheep or 2 brick for it. That's what that's literally how it works. And then you trade.
I'll take you 2 cocks for 1. I'll take you 2 blowjobs for an arse fucking.
Low-hanging fruit.
That's what I'll take. I'll take.
See, the thing is, if you were a more experienced comedian, you'd know that the joke finished its course, but you wanted to sap some more juice out of it, which is the mark of the rookie. And
greedy.
you wanted to get another laugh out of it,
Yeah.
and the moment had passed. The homophobia moment, ironically, had passed, but you wanted to really dig in, right? Because it's struggling for ideas. So you wanted to reach for the cocksucking stuff, right? Anyway, what I was saying, right? We play Catan. I didn't message the Catan crew about switching to Signal, but I messaged my other friends about it. But I would strongly recommend it. So let's do that. I don't even know how I fucking got here. We were talking about screen time.
And you said something about fucking, I don't know. My WhatsApp screen time was high. That's why. And then you started talking about this new thing. How long are we going for?
I don't know.
An hour. What time have we got to
Did you
leave?
just fart?
No.
Oh fuck! it's 5:22. I gotta leave now. Really, to be fair.
All right then.
That's really good. I wanted to find this cigar smoking pipe
guy?
smoking guy, because I swear I've saved it. I'll try and find it for another week or next week, because there's a guy. I probably saved it to my interesting playlist or my awesome playlist. One of the two. Probably not in here, and this is not going to make for entertaining. Oh, found it!
Okay.
Found it. So it's a guy. It's a guy who's wearing a barber kind of jacket. He's sitting on a stone bit with a green background, a lot of brown clothing, and he's got a pipe.
Indiana Jones kind of look.
Yeah.
There he goes. I see in the beginning. It was a little struggle, like a conversation. You think, okay, let's get into the conversation.
He's talking about his relationship with his pipe.
You have to start it up. Light a fire. With the right amount of pressure. But then, when your conversation with the pipe, the tobacco, nature around you, in your own heart, in your own thoughts, in your own gut feelings, when they start,
Takes another slug. Hitting the pipe.
that's when you can feel free.
Oh. Fuck.
And
you know
what a note to end on, baby.
That's what you sound like when you talk about roll-ups now and then. That's how you sound.
Yeah, because I'm
The,
passionate.
the conversation with the unbelief is very.
I don't say that.
You got to start it out with the licorice papers.
I mean, it really does add to the.
When you lick that licorice paper and you just
It adds to the experience. Yeah.
that's what you want to do. I'm not gonna lie. Doing that with a pipe seems fun.
Yeah.
That
It
does seem fun.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Well, I'm going to try it hopefully tomorrow, so I'll report back.
Report
Maybe
back. Yeah,
next
little
time we do this, I'll be a pipe smoker.
Get a little video of it.
I will.
For the pod. I want to see it. And
will.
then I can't wait for 2 months from now when you go, nah, I don't even know where that is anymore.
A lot of effort.
Yeah. You've got to go to a tobacconist a few times a week. Come on, doing that.
You got to bring the tamper and the matches. And It's actually a lot of faff. All right, fuck it. Oh, I wish I could stay longer, but I got to go.
That was a
fucking
fun.
do this
a
gig.
fun
That was a great
episode.
episode. Guys, don't wear underwear. If you try going commando and comment if you're trying it, because it's fucking sick. And also, let me know if you smoke a pipe. And also, let us know if you play Catan, because Ashley is
No,
wrong.
if you play Catan, unsubscribe.
Okay.
Just get off
And
the channel.
don't use WhatsApp. Switch to Signal. All right.
Bye.
Bye.